You're listening to The Modern Apostle, the spoken blog of faith, family, and freedom. Enjoy. In today's world, the word love has lost its depth. It's often reduced to a pursuit of comfort or a fleeting emotion, something we chase when it feels good and abandon when it becomes hard. But love, true love, is so much more. The Roman Catholic Church, in her wisdom, gives us a clearer, timeless vision. To love is to will the good of another. Catechism of the Catholic Church, 1766. This kind of love isn't centered on ourselves. It's sacrificial. It seeks the good of the other, even when it costs us something. But our culture has confused love with gratification, a desire to avoid anything uncomfortable or inconvenient. And in this mindset, anything or anyone that disrupts our ease becomes disposable. It's this distortion that has led to some of the greatest moral tragedies of our time. Abortion, euthanasia, all rooted not in love, but in apathy. A false belief that one life is worth more than another. That suffering must be eliminated, no matter the cost. But love, real love, embraces sacrifice. It recognizes that life is sacred from conception to natural death, and that every person is worthy of dignity. If we need an example of this love, we look to Mary, the mother of Jesus. She is the model of selfless love, a woman who said yes to God without condition, who watched her son suffer, bleed, and die so that we might live. Her 7 sorrows reveal the heart of maternal love, a love that suffers willingly for others. Motherhood itself is one of the clearest reflections of God's love. A mother gives her life, whether through labor or the daily sacrifices of parenthood, for the good of her child. And while society often says, "I'd die for my kids," we see, tragically, that love is often abandoned when the sacrifice becomes too great. But there are radiant exceptions. Mothers who, despite illness, hardship, or danger, choose life for their unborn children, sometimes at the cost of their own. They remind us of the words of Christ. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John 15, verse 13. That is love. The church has long used a powerful image to symbolize Christ's love, the pelican. In ancient legend, the pelican would pierce her own chest to feed her young with her blood in times of famine. This image, etched into sacred art, into tabernacles, is a symbol of the Eucharist, Jesus pouring himself out for us. Let us strive to be like the pelican, willing to give of ourselves for those we love. Because love is not about avoiding sacrifice. It's about embracing it. That's what Christ did. That's what Mary did. That's what we are called to do. Our hearts were created for this, for love, because God is love. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. En yon fida sexton. Since God has first loved us, as the Catechism reminds us, love is the fundamental and innate vocation of every human being. Catechism of the Catholic Church, 1604. Let's return to this truth. Let's reject the cheap, counterfeit versions of love that the world offers, and embrace the kind of love that Christ showed us. A love that is selfless, sacrificial, sanctifying. Be like Mary. Be like the pelican. Be like Christ. Because true love is never selfish, is always selfless. God is the giver of life, creating us out of pure love, sustaining us each day with his grace, omnipresent in his mercy. He is always near, especially in our suffering and weakness. Dying on the cross, Christ gave the ultimate expression of divine love, laying down his life so we might live. Infinite in compassion, God never tires of forgiving us, no matter how far we stray. Sacrificing himself, Jesus reveals that love is not a feeling, but a selfless gift for the good of others. Light in our darkness, God's love guides us through confusion, pain, and fear, offering hope and peace. Overcoming sin and death, his love redeems us and restores our dignity as his beloved children, victorious over the grave. Christ's resurrection proves that love is stronger than death, eternal and unchanging. God's love endures forever and invites us into everlasting communion with Him. God bless. This has been Patrick Lee, COO of the Modern Apostle LLC. Thanks for listening to the Modern Apostle. Until next time, stay faithful and God bless.